Hello everyone, Ryan Rising here, and for this chapter 8 of RWBY Volume 7, we're invited to a cordial dinner in the Schnee Manor. It's late. It's past midnight, because this is the time where I'm able to record it. So, yeah, I had a shift. I clocked in the moment the episode went live, and then there's family holiday plans, and well, now it's midnight, and now I'm recording this, so, I don't know if I'm going to expect this episode to be, or assume this episode to even be ending on some cliffhanger, and I think that no matter what it does, people are going to probably look at it in that lens. You know, people are on Twitter now talking about that sort of thing, and I have no idea because, I'm 14 hours removed from this conversation. I'm still living in a pre-Chapter 8 world where everyone isn't. So, I'm looking forward to at least being able to talk about this with somebody. So, that's what I have to contribute to the discussion of the before times of this chapter. Let's just get on with it. I still have no idea who is even invited to this darn dinner because, well, Robin's not on the council. She's not, so why would she be invited to this dinner if it's a dinner of council members debating Ironwood's seat at the table? Or at least that's my impression of it so far, but who knows? Maybe it'll live up to the hype of a pre-chapter or pre-Christmas cliffhanger. Maybe it won't. Either way, it starts in 3, 2, 1, now.
Only my father would turn a hostile takeover into a fluffy PR move. On the news, he said he just wanted to break bread and hash things out. Maybe it won't be so bad. We do want the general to start opening up to these people, right?
Yeah, but on his terms. Ironwood's going to be locked in a room at his rival's own dinner party. I know Jacques says he's happy to moderate, but all that really means is he'll be the one controlling the conversation.
Yeah.
Not hard to imagine how that's gonna play out.
I still can't believe he won. Robin was supposed to be the people's champion, wasn't she?
Yeah.
There's just too many coincidences.
You really think your dad might have something to do with Salem?
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win. And we should do the same. Meaning...
Yeah, they have no idea that
no
he
one
could
knows your dad better than
be
you.
connected to
and out
this.
of everyone going tonight, I'd say you're the only one who could snoop around the house and not be questioned. If Jacques Schnee up to something, I think we should know what it is.
Yeah, and she knows about the heating and gas stuff, or whatever that was, being connected. But, like, what the hell? I mean, I guess people who were in charge, or people who took over that event might have needed to know that kind of stuff. But that one mental, in any case. Yeah. Man, they love using gravity dust.
Suppose we should smile for the cameras?
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
He's smiling. That makes him smile. I'm going to my own front door. I'm not smiling for shit.
Good evening, everyone.
Where's Klein?
What an interesting way to say, hello, dear brother, how have you been? I'm afraid you won't find him here.
Oh,
He was let go. I can't imagine why.
Right. Aiding and
General,
abetting.
exactly how large do you think
That
our dining
sucks,
room table
though.
I happen to know it's enormous, but most of my guests will be on standby in case the council requests additional eyewitnesses. Until then, I'm sure they'll be happily celebrating your father's victory.
Oh, get fucked, General. All this snide-ass shit.
For those of you joining us in the dining room,
It'll be
please follow me.
crazy to see, because we've seen this room before.
Wish us
It's
luck.
so much better than it was.
I mean, they already invited
Just
you, didn't
looking. Hey, he's flirting back, ladies and gentlemen.
Care for a drink, sir?
they? No thanks. I think I'll just stick to patrolling the grounds.
Words out of my mouth. Right, well, don't wander off, don't break anything, and be ready in case the general calls on you.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Let's see them out of house and home.
Are one of them...
Counterpoint.
Is one of them
now
gonna make
that
a
we
play?
Do wander off. Consider breaking things, and then all that other stuff.
I'll be in touch.
Dear sister, I was hoping we could use this time to catch up.
Oh,
I have to know. Why did you go through so much trouble to leave home, only to come crawling back?
This might be a problem.
General Ironwood,
Oh, is that...
have a seat.
Is that really the peppermint? Is that it?
Councilman Sleet. Councilwoman Camilla.
Slayton Camilla.
Councilwoman Hill would have had a nice ring to it.
She.
Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is precisely why we're grateful to have you with us tonight.
So he's not doing this
What is she doing
for
here?
council purposes. He's just trying
all
to roast
doing
the hell out of
here,
Ironwood.
James, addressing the concerns of our kingdom, which means we have much to discuss.
Indeed. I was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way? I do recall some confusion regarding her involvement in that horrific massacre.
As the official report stated, that footage was doctored. Penny is completely under my control.
Which is concerning, I think.
She can't be her own person. One
Let's
way
talk about
or the
exactly
other.
what it is you control.
Who the hell? That's such a weird extra.
Why won't this kid buzz off?
We need to do something.
What was that earlier about breaking things?
Oh, she is ready.
well, Whitley, I'm sure the company is lucky to have you. But if you'll pardon me...
And where exactly is it that you're going?
Careful! Messy food coming through!
Right, the
Oh,
company
right.
has promised me my own parking space. Maybe even
Care for a drink?
Don't mind if I do.
Who did that?
I'm going to go get some more.
God. Oh, why does it have to be her? Oh, it's coming on to Whitley? Or... Oh, no. Oh. That's not helpful in any way. Can it not have been Whitley? This would have... Okay, that... Whitley had to take something out of that.
If you'll excuse me.
The fact of the matter is, you've operated with a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no kingdom intends to declare war on Atlas. We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon.
I'm sure I'll
At this
recognize
point,
that
the
name.
closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us. The people of Atlas are suffering, and they want to know why.
Quite right, Miss Hill. And I'm afraid there's more than just your choices that have brought harm to our citizens as of late. Have your forces found any additional evidence as to who is slaughtering innocent civilians down in Mantle?
That is an ongoing investigation, the details of which are classified, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of the ever-growing list of classified information you seem to be keeping. I asked our fellow councilman here to shed some light on your Amity Coliseum project, and as it turns out, they know about as much as I do.
Even you don't know?
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you presented. But you have to understand that discretion is a top priority at this time.
Are you saying you don't trust us?
You can't just buy trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
Tell him.
I couldn't have said it better
Tell him.
myself. General, if I may be blunt, you have spent what little trust this council had left in you. The hacker who turned Atlas drones against us was never captured. Whoever's been murdering your critics is still at large. How are we supposed to give you our trust when you've given us nothing as of late?
That's not what.
Winter. That's enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair points.
Excuse me.
Coming from an asshole, but still fair points. Who is that extra? It's just some... I don't know, I feel like that's way too much detail put into an extra. That's a bit much.
Miss Schneek?
Was that Nicholas on the
Is
top
everything
left?
okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Keep up the great work.
Doing great. Thanks.
Hello, darling.
Mom. Hello. And you're hiding in here too?
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I just let my emotions get the better of me.
What do you mean?
I mean, how long has it been since
Oh,
she left?
right.
No,
Can't see
no.
shit here.
What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memories for me specifically. I thought I was in control, but you heard me. I sounded like a petulant child.
I thought you sounded fine. You were just speaking from your heart.
And that is precisely the problem. I should have just stayed in line.
I guess you're right. I don't understand.
Yeah, Penny needs to... Penny's in the middle of trying to find out what it is. She doesn't know humanity, so...
I'm sorry I couldn't come down for your party.
Speaking
I'm
from the heart and staying in line
afraid I'm not feeling well.
means something entirely different to her.
It's okay, Mom. It's fine.
$10 on It's Not Willow.
What are you doing in your father's office?
Just looking for something I left.
That's right, you left. You left.
I need to use Father's computer.
Why?
Because I think he may have done something. Something wrong.
I thought we all simply assumed that at this point.
Yes, well, some of us are trying to do something about it.
When's she just gonna
He started
pass out?
locking his home computer. But he still has blind spots.
You put a camera in here?
I put them in every room of this house. For our safety, in case I ever needed... You haven't come back to stay, have you?
No.
Good.
That's gonna be important. The cameras. God. We don't know anything about her.
A man came by. I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes.
So she knows. Okay.
No matter what happens, Weiss,
Oh, this is why that's important.
please don't forget about your brother.
Whitley wants nothing to do with me.
Of course not. You left him alone. With us.
Who are you?
There's that promotional image. Yeah, but now does he have access to those cameras too? Does he know about them? This is that shot from the opening. Okay. Is this the heating stuff? I don't like that shot. too many umbrella motifs. It's always gonna be foreshadowing Neo. It's always gonna be.
Hey, Mom! It's snowing!
No Christmas cliffhanger, because why would there be? Idiots. Like, there wasn't one in Volume 5. Volume 5 actually had a... Where's, Willow, okay. Yeah, because actually that wasn't too much fan theory to begin with Willow being Willow. Because it was based off of something from Monty's computer and people, like, looking between different... Like, he had, like, one screenshot he put on Twitter. Or I think he actually just took a picture of his computer itself and just uploaded that picture. It wasn't a screenshot, it was just camera to computer. And that had Willow's name, like, between stuff, so you can kind of make out Illo. Schnee, I think. So people kind of just assume Willow if it's going to be... Yeah. Anyone else? Who was the... So Camilla was just also Harriet. Interesting. Harriet's voice actress, that is. I would not have known. I guess I just recognized that voice from the show itself. Kirk Johnson, he's been in... Well, he did Crunch Time and some on-the-spot stuff in as well. Other than that, I guess it really did take Penny that long to speak in this episode. That's kind of weird. Oscar got a lot of good development. Or just in the sense of just... talking, actually being a part of the main conversation. You know, there's plenty of scenes in this show where they'll finish each other's sentences, or one conversation will be had that could be spoken by one person, but like the four of them are sharing their lines. And Oscar was in that sort of role in the script, as well as having his own viewpoints and counterpoints and things like that when they were talking in the Atlas dorm to begin with, too. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I don't know why people thought there would be a cliffhanger. It was precedent, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. Yeah, so if the conversation on Twitter for the past 15 hours at this point has been bummed out that there wasn't a cliffhanger, that would be pretty interesting. But I'll find out. Great chapter. Great focus on its characters. I was surprised to see that Robin had a seat at the table, but I'm pretty sure Jacques probably just did that to, like, stir the pot a little bit more, because enemy of my enemy is my friend, and Robin's gonna be nothing but against Ironwood, even if she's against me too. You know, I just ran a whole political race against her. She probably doesn't like me one freaking bit, especially since, you know, he's the whole... I mean, what's there not to like? What's there not to hate about Jacques, right? But at the same time, there's a lot to hate about Ironwood too, and that's why both of them were there. Anything beyond that is going to be an afterthought in an afterthought video if I do decide to make one for this week. So, I'm Raijin Rising. Have a good one.